Hey everyone, today I'm going to talk about something that's been misunderstood for decades. Most men, especially as they get older, believe that size is the secret to satisfaction. But new research from medical journals and real urologists says otherwise. What women actually care about might surprise you. It's not about a number, it's about something far more human and much more in your control. So stay with me till the end, because I'm going to break down what science really shows and how understanding this can completely change how you see your own body and confidence. All right, let's start with the science. What studies actually say about what women really want? When most people think about attraction, they imagine it's all about size, but science tells a different story. In fact, researchers have spent years studying how women perceive male attractiveness, and the findings are both surprising and reassuring, especially for men over 40. A large study from King's College London asked hundreds of women what mattered most in intimacy and relationships. The majority said that proportion, confidence, and emotional connection were far more important than any number on a ruler. Another report published in the Journal of Sexual Medicine found that only about 1 in 5 women considered physical size a key factor for satisfaction. The rest valued things like stamina, comfort, and mutual trust. From a biological perspective, pleasure has much more to do with blood flow and hormonal balance than with external measurements. When a man's circulation is strong and his testosterone levels are stable, his body naturally performs better and his confidence follows. This explains why urologists often focus on improving overall vascular and hormonal health instead of appearance alone. For older men, this is especially relevant. As testosterone gradually declines with age, the body produces less nitric oxide, a molecule essential for healthy blood flow. That's why habits like regular exercise, good sleep, and stress control can make such a big difference. These aren't quick fixes, but they're powerful, evidence-based ways to keep performance and confidence steady over time. So, when you see headlines claiming there's one magic number or a single secret formula, remember that science doesn't support that. Real attraction and satisfaction come from how your body functions as a system, your circulation, hormones, and emotional connection all working together. Now that we understand what women actually value and what science says about attraction, let's talk about why older men often lose performance and why it's not always the reason you think. As men get older, many start to notice changes: slower recovery, lower energy, or less stamina. It's easy to assume it's just about age or losing your edge, but the truth is a lot more complex and more hopeful. Science shows that these shifts often come from how the body manages hormones, stress, and circulation, not just from getting older. Let's start with hormones. Around the age of 40, the body naturally produces less testosterone, a key hormone that supports muscle strength, energy, mood, and yes, performance. But this drop doesn't happen overnight. It's gradual and often made worse by poor sleep, stress, and inactivity. When testosterone dips, the body also makes less nitric oxide, a molecule that helps blood vessels relax and increases healthy blood flow, something essential for confidence and function. Then there's lifestyle. Chronic stress, processed foods, alcohol, and long periods of sitting all work together to restrict circulation. The result? Slower recovery, lower drive, and sometimes frustration that has more to do with the heart and brain than anything else. A Harvard Health study, 2020, found that men who exercised moderately 4 times per week improved vascular health and overall performance by over 40%. That means movement, even lightweight training or brisk walking, can help restore balance naturally. And let's not forget the role of the mind. Anxiety, especially performance anxiety, can tighten blood vessels and disrupt hormonal balance. When your body is in fight or flight mode, blood moves away from non-essential systems, including the reproductive area. That's why urologists often recommend stress management techniques such as mindfulness, deep breathing, or light meditation. They're not just for mental health, they directly support physical response. So, losing performance with age isn't just about the number on your birthday cake. It's about how your body, mind, and hormones communicate. The better they're aligned, the more energy, confidence, and stability you feel, regardless of age. Now that we've uncovered what's really behind these changes, let's talk about the part that matters most, what women truly value in a man, and the simple science-based habits that can help you bring that confidence back. Now that we've looked at what the science says and why older men experience changes, let's talk about what truly matters, what women actually value most. And here's where things get interesting. It's not really about perfection or performance. It's about connection, confidence, and consistency. Multiple studies in relationship psychology show that women, especially in long-term relationships, respond most strongly to emotional presence and physical stability. In other words, how a man makes them feel safe, desired, and connected has far more influence than any physical trait alone. Confidence, not arrogance, plays a huge part here. When a man feels comfortable in his body, that calmness translates directly into attraction. From a biological standpoint, women are naturally tuned to notice energy and endurance. These traits are linked to healthy circulation, hormonal balance, and self-care, all things within your control. That's why urologists often remind men that improving lifestyle factors like sleep, nutrition, and movement can transform how they show up, not just in health, but in relationships too. So, what are the simple, science-backed habits that make the biggest difference? Eat for balance. Foods rich in zinc, magnesium, and omega-3s, like salmon, spinach, and pumpkin seeds, help support testosterone and heart health. Move consistently. Even lightweight training or brisk walks boost blood flow and mood. Sleep well. 7 to 8 hours a night allows hormones to reset naturally. Manage stress. Breathing exercises or mindfulness practices can lower cortisol, helping your body stay in balance. Communicate openly. Sharing your needs and listening builds emotional intimacy, which enhances physical chemistry in a real, lasting way. So, when women talk about attraction, what they're often describing is the result of these healthy patterns: energy, warmth, and emotional strength. That's the real secret science points to. The better you take care of yourself, the more naturally confident and desirable you become. Now that we know what truly matters, let's wrap this up, because the real takeaway isn't about changing who you are, it's about understanding how your body and confidence work together. So, here's the truth. Attraction and performance aren't defined by numbers or comparisons. They're shaped by how well you understand and care for your own body. Science shows that confidence, healthy circulation, and emotional connection matter far more than chasing unrealistic expectations. If you're a man over 40, the key isn't trying to be who you were at 20. It's learning how to support your hormones, manage stress, and move your body in ways that keep your system strong and your mind clear. Small, consistent changes like better sleep, balanced nutrition, and open communication can make a big difference in how you feel and how you connect with others. The real message is simple: health and confidence are built, not born. Every choice you make adds up, and it's never too late to rebuild strength from the inside out. If this video helped you see things differently, hit subscribe, drop a comment with the word science, and share it with a friend who might need to hear this. In the next episode, we'll talk about practical, science-backed habits that naturally support male vitality and performance, without hype, just real data.